Hello there, how's it going? My name is June, and in this video we are going to continue talking about lists. In the last video we talked about how to create a list and how to access items in a list. So that was the last video. And in this one we are going to talk about how to modify an item, how to add more items, and how to remove an item. So that's the agenda of this video. Let me type it. This video. Okay. So I have already created a file called motorcycles and added 3 items into it, and I am printing my list. So let's clear the screen and run the code, and let me show you. So we got our list. Now in order to modify an item, we use the assignment operator on an index. So motorcycle 0 is equal to Ducati. And if I print my list now, you will see that first item will be changed. Python motorcycles.py. Now the first item is changed. Now you can change any item through indexing. Previously, right now we changed Honda to Ducati. If you want to change the second item, we are going to use the index of 1, and let's run it, and you see now the Yamaha is converted to Ducati. You can change as many items as you want. You can change the first to Ducati, and I don't know how many motorcycles there are, but let's do Toyota. And now the first item is updated and the second item is updated. So that's how you modify an item. So I'm going to remove it, and we are going to talk about how to add more items. Now adding items, let me type adding items. There are 2 ways. Number 1 is append, adds to the right end, and the other is insert, adds to the given index. So let's talk about append first. Motorcycles dot append. Let's do Ducati again. Append will add the item to the right side. So after Suzuki you will see Ducati. Let's run it and let me show you motorcycles.py. Now you see after Suzuki we have Ducati. That's one way. So let me comment it. And the other way is through insert. Let's talk about insert. Now insert actually takes a position, and then it takes the item. It takes 2 arguments. So the inputs of a function are called arguments. The first is position, the second is our item. Now 0 means the first position. If we give it the 0 index, it will be added in the beginning. Let me run it and show you. Python motorcycles.py. So Ducati got added to the beginning, and everything got pushed to right. So it changed the position of everything. Append, it gets added to the right, everything stays where it is. But insert, you can move things around. I can use index 1. Now Ducati will be the second item. Let's run it. Python motorcycles.py. Now Ducati is the second item, and everything after Ducati is Yamaha and Suzuki. So there are 2 ways of adding items. Let me comment it as well. And let's talk about removing items from a list. One is using the del keyword, and then we use motorcycles and 0. So if you want to remove the first item, that's how you do it. Let me run it again. So Honda will be deleted, motorcycles.py. So that's the original list, and now Honda is deleted. And the other one is doing pop, motorcycles dot pop. Now you can give an index to pop, but if you don't give an index, it will remove the last item. So let me show you both ways. Python motorcycles.py, it removed the last item. So if I give it an index, let's say 0, now it will remove the first item. You can give it any index, by the way. I'm just giving 0 for the first one. Now it removed Honda. So that's another way. But the good thing about pop is that you can take the removed item. So if I create a variable removed item, and then I can print the removed item. So by default it will remove the last item. So let me run the code and show you what I mean. So that's the original list. Then we popped Suzuki, so that's the remove item, and we print Suzuki, and finally I printed our list. So that's how we use pop. And finally there is actually a remove method, remove. Now in order to use it, you don't need to provide an index, you can actually provide an item. So let's say remove Yamaha, so let's run it, Python motorcycles.py, and it removed Yamaha. So Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki in the original one, and after removing it we got Honda and Suzuki. So that's the third way of removing item. I recommend that you memorize these: adding item, removing item, and also assignment, modifying an item. So motorcycles 0, or let's do 1 in this case, 1, so that's the second item, Ducati. So that's all you need to remember for now in order to work with lists: modifying an item, adding an item, and removing an item. So I guess this is it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.